Well, hi, and welcome to my Honig Trail apiary again. Well, I just got back a few minutes ago from going to our local UPS facility where I picked up a new Saskatraz queen, which we're going to show you today how we introduce a queen into a split we made about 4 days ago. And that split came from a hive right over here, my Africanized colony, which about 2.5 months ago was a pretty feisty Africanized colony. I introduced a Saskatraz queen to that colony, and now they're very nice, gentle. As if you look at another video, a couple of videos, you'll see what I mean. So we're going to go over here to our apiary to introduce this new queen into a split we made about 4 days ago. So we're going to let you see how we do a split. So let's get on over there and get to work. Okay, so this is the colony right here, our former Africanized colony. They're very nice gentle bees. This is the one that we took a few frames of brood out of, and this is to make our split. And we're going to go to that hive. They've been there for about 4 days and no queen, so we're going to go through that work to show you how we do that. Okay, so this is the hive right here. It's our number 2 hive, although it's been here quite a while. This is where we're going to put the new queen in. So they've got a good population of bees, and today we're using our Apisolus vaporizer here. Now, this colony that it came from it was formerly the Africanized colony, but they have a Saskatraz queen now, and as you saw in a previous video, their temperaments totally changed. Now they're very nice, easy bees to work with. And this split is from that hive, so this is what we're going to do today. And we were just out here yesterday, gave them some sugar water. The bees are on this side here. In fact, I can see a lot of them up here partaking of the sugar water. So again, this is an apiary hive, and they're queenless right now as far as we know. However, we are going to go through this colony and make sure there's no queen cells or anything like that. Let's see what kind of temperament these girls are in here today. Hopefully they're going to be in a good mood. It feels like this feeder, which was full of sugar water yesterday, is empty right now. So again, we're using our Apisolus vapor smoker. Kind of keep the girls a little calm. So again, just to make sure they're not trying to build themselves a queen over the last 4 days, we are going to go through this colony frame by frame and look for any queen cells they might have built. Now this is a 10 frame colony, however we have a bottom board or a divider board here. So we essentially have basically 2 5-frame nukes here. Move this feeder out of the way a little bit. So hopefully this colony is going to be ready for a queen. They haven't had a queen for about 4 days, 4.5 days. Okay, I'm seeing some pollen in here. I think this was a resource frame. Got a little bit of nectar, some pollen. It's got some honey on this side right up in here. Okay, so this next frame we're going to check out. This was, it looks like it still is mostly sealed brood. Some have probably emerged. It's the same on both sides. A lot more brood that will emerge, worker brood. And I'm just looking for any eggs, which would indicate a queen. I don't see any, no even young larvae. Excuse me, girls. And it's the same thing on this side. These are not too upset that they don't have a queen. Maybe they know they've got one coming. So we're going to go open up this frame here and just take a quick look. Yeah, just I see some brand new bees in here, still young looking and fuzzy. So they shouldn't have any problem at all except in this new queen. In fact, here's you probably won't be able to see it, but right here, there's a bee emerging right here. Okay, no eggs, larvae, anything like that. That's all good. That's what we want to see. So basically, the 4 or 5 days when they did have some eggs and young larvae, they really didn't have that many resources to try to make a queen, but that's what we're checking on too, to make sure we don't see a queen that they're trying to make. There's nothing on this frame. On this side, there's just a few emerging brood. On this side of the same frame, a little bit of nectar. The queen, once she gets out, starts laying probably fairly quickly, in a day or two. Providing this colony will accept her, I think they will. She'll have plenty of empty cells to start laying eggs and producing more bees. However, this colony was fairly strong after we made the split. Now again, I'm just going to work very slowly and carefully as I pull the frames out. Okay, so just a whole bunch of empty cells here on this frame on both sides. Some pollen right here. That's good, they got some resources. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is get in here and pull the queen cage out. And I'm going to remove the cork. Hopefully you can see her in here. And again, this is a Saskatraz queen. You might be able to see her. She's marked red for this year's color. So I'm going to pull the cork out of the candy. There we go. So now the bees and the attendant bees will have a way to chew their way through the queen candy to get in and release this queen. Now we just want to put this queen up here briefly just to watch the reaction to this queen. Now most of these bees from this split that we made are mostly nurse bees. and they're already coming up to the cage. They're checking out this queen. Some of these bees are already fanning up here, and so I think you shouldn't have any problem for this queenless colony to accept this queen. And again, they've been queenless for about 4, almost 5 days. By the way, today is September 6th, and it's about 11 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so it looks good to us. We're all set to put this queen down in the colony. So let's do that. Now we're going to put her, I think, right in between this frame and this frame, because this frame here has a lot of sealed brood on it. So that they're going to be emerging over the next few days. So I think we're going to go ahead and put her down in between these two frames. So we're going to put the candy in, which is right here, facing up. And the screen side will be up. And what we're going to do is kind of get this down in here and then push it into the other frame here a little bit. And we'll get this other frame up against it here to help hold it in place. Like so. And the reason we have the candy in up, which is where the queen will be able to get out once they chew through the candy, that's so if any bees should die, the attendant bees inside the cage, they're going to be at an angle down this way. So that means that they probably are not going to block the entrance so the queen can't get out. Okay. There you see them, they're all over the cage, they're checking her out. I'm not sure you can pick it up on the video, but I actually see some of these bees coming up and extending their tongues out. So they're trying to feed this queen. That's a good sign that they're going to accept her. Okay, so let's get this finished and get it closed up. We have another frame right here that's got some honey and some other stores on it. A little bit of pollen. But once this queen gets out and probably starts laying eggs, the other bees are going to realize that she's laying eggs, and as soon as the eggs hatch after 3 days, they're going to be out looking for and bringing back pollen and nectar. But we're still going to feed these bees because we're still kind of in a nectar dearth here. Just going to get a little bit more of a video here. So again, this is basically on this side here, well, both sides, it's a 5-frame nucleus colony. And one thing I like to do in this sprayer, I have a 1-to-1 sugar water mixture with a little bit of honeybee healthy. Now I'm going to give them a nice little bit of a spritzing here, even the queen cage. I think this lets the bees know that, hey, the queen showed up and we got something sweet to eat. Plus, the honeybee healthy will help, at least for a little while, mask the new queen's scent. So that means the bees will probably be much more ready to accept her. And yeah, I'm going to fill up some more sugar water in this one because this is almost empty. Okay, I've got some more 1-to-1 sugar water here. A little bit of honeybee healthy. So we're going to fill them back up here. Okay, so we're ready to close this colony back up and come back in about 4 to 5 days and see if this colony has accepted this queen, if they has released her from the queen cage, and in about 4 to 5 days, once they, when they get it released, she should technically be out going around laying eggs. And as you saw, she has lots of empty cells to start laying eggs in. Okay, so that's it for now.